Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 4.
Our top story this afternoon, Fargo Public Schools is moving all middle and high school students to distance learning. Valley News team's Catherine Opperly is live to give you the latest. Hey, Katie.
Hi, Callie. I'm here outside of Fargo South High School because these students might have been in the classroom today, but high schoolers and middle schoolers will soon transition from a hybrid learning model to a full-time distance learning model. It'll all begin on October 5th and will last until at least October 19th. Fargo school leaders met this morning to take a look at the restart plan. The decision to change the instructional level was based on the 14-day rolling average of COVID-19 cases for Cass County, which have been increasing. Elementary schools, on the other hand, will be learning under a hybrid model as the other schools make the change. School leaders say they will work with Fargo Cass Public Health to make their decision regarding the level of learning. Parents have already begun to express their concerns about the fact that the inconsistencies of going in and out of school classes and hoping for more consistency. They're also expressing concerns about the fact they're wondering why the 2-week delay when they could be making the change now because of the risk of COVID-19. We have asked school leaders for the answers to these questions and we'll bring you more updates tonight on Valley News Live at 10. For now, reporting live in Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks so much, Katie, for that live report. And a West Fargo man is in jail after a domestic disturbance yesterday afternoon. Officers learned that Joshua Young threatened to shoot someone and arrested him. They also found a rifle on scene. Young was arrested for domestic assault, interference with an emergency call, and terrorizing. West Fargo police say no shots were fired. And the Fargo City Commission is thinking about a mask mandate for the city. We'll have the results from the meeting later on tonight and on our website, valleynewslive.com. And certain high school sports are coming back to Minnesota. The Minnesota State High School League held a vote today to determine the fate of fall sports. Volleyball and football players were cleared to start their season within the next month. Both sports may start practicing on September 28th with their first games during the second weekend of October. And a man in Waukegan County is under arrest after a standoff that ended with a shot fired that narrowly missed deputies. Police went to a 911 hang-up call on Saturday near Verndale. They learned Dennis Usel's man's family was worried about him, so they tried talking to him. Also, men got upset, and when officers tried to tase him, a fight started. That's when he fired a shot that just barely missed deputies. Charges are still pending on this case. That's a top look at your 4 at 4. Now let's check in with Hutch Johnson and your first alert forecast.
Beautiful weather to start the week, and it's been breezy as well as we take a look at the flags down there at the Dakota Magic Casino, and it's certainly more hazy there than it is in the FM area. Here's a look at temperatures. Most areas are near 80, Callie, as we head into the evening, and it's going to stay on the warm side and a little on the breezy side as well for your evening. But as far as cloud cover goes, not much in the way of that. A little bit near Lake of the Woods, while some thunder is taking place out near western Wisconsin. Tonight, temperatures stay in the 80s till sunset. Then we pretty quickly fall through the 60s as we go through your evening. The wind does decrease, but it'll be after sunset before things really taper off. Coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about how long this warm weather sticks around. We'll also look ahead at a couple of chances of rain in the upcoming week here in just a few minutes.
It's beautiful out there.
It is.
Thanks, Hutch. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting 937 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 4 new deaths linked to the illness. In North Dakota, there are 287 new cases, along with 1 more death in the state. The death toll now sits at 193. In Grand Forks, police are looking for the man who started a police chase, crashed his car, then ran from authorities. Police say it happened yesterday afternoon around 8 p.m. Officers tried to stop a man for reckless driving, but he took off. The chase ended with the man crashing into some trees by a Budget Inn motel. Then he got out of the SUV and ran. Police and a K-9 were not able to find him. And Fargo police say they caught 2 people trying to break into a bike storage place downtown. They saw Michael Grant and David Alry Jr. cutting the fence to a secured bike area. Both men were arrested for attempted burglary, drug paraphernalia, and outstanding warrants. A Fargo firefighter says they've been working 14 to 16 hours a day battling wildfires in the West Coast. Last week, 4 firefighters went to southern Oregon to help the state put out its deadly fires. They were joined by departments from Williston and Grand Forks. A Fargo firefighter says every day is different, but brings many challenges, and they knew what they were getting themselves into.
Everybody's in good spirits. We're resting well at night. If they're feeding, that's great. So they always say if you keep a firefighter fed, they'll keep working happily, and there's some truth to that. So
the fire they're battling is called the Slater Fire, and they're staying in near Lake Selmick. Fargo's firefighters are expected to return the first week of October. And we have a happy ending to a story we first brought to you earlier this month. A West Fargo woman was alerting people after someone broke into her car and stole her husband's $2,000 Red Hawks ring. She says someone brought the sentimental item to a local pawn shop and tried selling it. West Fargo police have the name and contact information of the seller, hoping to end all of the recent car theft in the area. And Vice President Mike Pence and Ivanka Trump will be hosting a Cops for Trump listening session in Minneapolis on Thursday. The Trump campaign says they will meet with community members whose businesses and lives have been impacted by crime in the Twin Cities. The event will take place at 3 p.m. at the Intercontinental Hotel at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. And China's Air Force released a video today showing bombers carrying out a simulated attack on what appears to be the Air Force base on Guam. The video released Saturday came as China carried out its second day of drills near Chinese-claimed Taiwan. They did this to show anger at the visit of the senior U.S. State Department official Taipei. Guam is home to major U.S. military facilities, which would be key to responding to any conflict in the Asia-Pacific region. Neither China's Defense Ministry nor U.S. Indo-Pacific Command commented on the video. Here's a live look at the Fargo City Hall City Commission that's about to get underway. Tonight, the City Commission will consider a mask mandate for the city. We'll have continuing coverage of the meeting on our newscast tonight, as well as on our website, valleynewslive.com. Details about Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's funeral plans and 2 of President Trump's possible replacements. That's next on Valley News Live at 4.
And we have wind gusts today that are strongest up near the international border, over 40 miles per hour. Some brilliant photos uploaded by you, our viewers. Thanks, Kimberly, for this shot of the sun setting in Moorhead. And look at this one. Shelley, Detroit Lake's on fire in the sunset. Your forecast is next.